inspired an incredible group of theater makers. I know that every night and for years to come, imaginations will be sparked, hearts will be healed, and metaphorical orchards will be planted at the music box and every theater playing Dear Evan Hansen. Prologue. At 6 p.m. on a sweltering Tuesday in mid-June, a crowd of theatergoers is already lining up outside the Music Box Theater on West 45th Street, where the musical Dear Evan Hansen has been playing to sold-out houses since it opened on December 4th, 2016. Despite the heat, the air is crisp with anticipation. Tonight's performance is the first since the show took home 6 Tony Awards, including Best Musical, at Radio City Music Hall 2 nights ago. On either side of the stage door, barricades have been set up to contain the throngs of fans of all ages who will gather to wait for the show's young star, Ben Platt, fresh from his best performance by a leading actor in a musical win at the Tonys, and his fellow cast members to emerge after the show. Some of the waiting fans have seen the musical multiple times, while others know it only from what they've watched online, and many have traveled from around the country to be here. They clutch playbills, posters, or their self-made Dear Evan Hansen fan art, in the hope of scoring an autograph, a selfie, maybe even a conversation with one of the actors. Any chance to connect and express how much the show means to them. Meanwhile, the cast, creative team, and crew of Dear Evan Hansen are assembled in an austere break room in the theater's basement. Packed shoulder to shoulder for a pre-show celebration hosted by lead producer Stacy Mindich, nearly everyone involved with the production is here, including Tony-winning songwriters Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, book writer Stephen Levenson, orchestrator Alex Lockamore, and co-star Rachel Bay Jones. Director Michael Greif is at his daughter's high school graduation. They're elated, if exhausted, after a frenetic awards season capped by the emotional triumph at Radio City and the after-parties that went on until dawn. Amid the din of a dozen conversations, think a particularly loquacious family reunion, Platt, saving his voice, isn't saying much, even as he shuffles through the room in his slippers, freely dispensing hugs. Costumed in his character's now iconic blue-striped polo shirt, he matches the cake that Mindich custom-ordered for the occasion. Mindich quiets everyone down. "It's been the most glorious, glorious 2 days, and it's been an embarrassment of riches," she begins, adding, "and Lin-Manuel kissed me." As she thanks everyone for their contributions, she chronicles the history of the show, the initial idea that Pasek and Paul pitched her 8 years earlier, the team of collaborators who joined them, and the celebration of this night. "You're all here because we are all Evan Hansen, and not just because we're all a little weird, but because I know that our hearts and our souls are all with this special show," she says. "I will never forget this. This has marked me and changed my life, and I know it has for all of you." Paul makes a brief speech thanking Mindich for her steady hand through the stormy seas of the show's creation. "There were times when we felt very lost and didn't know what we were doing, or that we hated what we were doing, and then moments where everything was fine but we thought everything was terrible, but you always stayed the course and you always believed in us." Addressing the group, Levenson adds, "When all of you became involved, it became our responsibility to be equal to your talents and the gifts that you brought to the show. And that was really the thing that, for the last few years, spurred us to go above and beyond what we thought we were capable of. We owe that to the people in this room. You forced us to rise to your level." When everyone turns expectantly to Pasek, he quickly says he doesn't have anything to add, before adding, "This is really a dream come true, and that's not a cliche. I mean, it is, but it doesn't feel like that right now. I've said that a lot in my life, and I haven't meant it, but I really do mean it now, I swear." Soon, the production stage manager, Judith Schoenfeld, looks at her watch and calls, "Half hour." The actors dash to their dressing rooms, and the crew members scurry to their places. Mindich and the show's creative team head upstairs to join the extended Dear Evan Hansen family, including beaming agents and proud parents, to stand at the back of the theater and wait for the show to begin. As soon as the lights begin to dim, the applause and the shouts of "Woo!" start. A kaleidoscope of social media images flashes across the screens and monitors framing the stage, and the theater fills with a cacophony of voices from the internet. Suddenly, the images and the voices cut out, and center stage, a laptop opens, revealing Platt as Evan, his face bathed in a glow, a boy alone in the dark. A thunderous wave of applause and cheers.